Okay, CMYK enthusiasts, I am here with the one and only Pat McGrew. I could not come to a conference without stopping and seeing Pat McGrew. And luckily there's no line to see you at the moment, because usually there is. So
there are sessions going on.
Oh, that is why? Because I could not even get near you within, like, do you see that picture I photobombed of you?
Yeah, yes.
I was like 20 feet away to even see you.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're here at the Inkjet web press here, right?
So we are the HP high-speed inkjet web press, and this is our little outpost at Dscoop.
Okay, we're just going to give them a little look.
Yeah.
And I can't tell you, I mean, this is a quiet moment. You could not get near this area before.
Yeah, we're popular.
Okay, so what do you want to talk about today, Pat?
So what I want to tell you about is the amazing things you can do with inkjet that you didn't know you could. So the first one I want to point out is my peacock.
Okay.
So everybody looks at this and they go, wow, that must be laminated, or it must be post-coated or something. This is actually printed on an HP photo roll with a high-speed inkjet web press.
No way.
On photo paper. So turn it over and it's the HP photo paper.
Can we go back 1 second? What exactly is inkjet?
So inkjet is the process of taking ink, the ink we know and love, so 90% water, a bunch of micromilled pigment, and jetting it through a nozzle onto a page to create this. So it's not the same as what you do with toner machines like the Indigo machines, the liquid toner machines. It's not the same as what you do with an offset press, because that's a transfer process. This is a jetting process. So we're literally squirting the ink on
like
the
in a car wash, how the water
almost
comes
like
down.
it's car wash, and we're literally raining droplets on the page.
Amazing.
To create image.
Okay.
So there's a lot of electronics involved in this, a lot of file formats involved in this.
I'm sorry, you know how I am. I have a million questions
that's
now.
Okay.
Just quickly, does it work on uncoated paper too?
So this, what you're seeing here, is a very specific image on a photo roll.
Okay.
But today, high-speed inkjet web press can print on uncoated offset, low-weight coated offset. It can print on inkjet treated paper, inkjet coated paper, gloss. I have a gloss stock we're printing on now. So we're at the point today, and this wasn't true maybe 2 years ago, where we can print on almost any paper-based substrate. And that's important, because my friends over in Indigo can also print on the plastic substrates and a whole lot of other things.
Right.
For us, it's printing on paper-based substrates.
Okay, please continue.
So in addition to the amazing things like this, which I'd call extreme inkjet, the other thing that we're finding is that our customers are doing some amazing other things. And one of the things, we knew people would do books. So books, it makes sense. You do an inkjet book block and an Indigo cover, the cost models are there, it makes sense. But what we didn't know people would do is newspapers.
Newspapers.
So what's happened is that we've got customers, so here's one of my favorite ones. So this is a Russian newspaper. So this is actually printed in Milan. So at night, they transfer the file to the guys in Milan. The guys in Milan print it on their T200, and this then gets sold at the newspaper kiosks in the Russian community of Milan.
And how long is the process?
It doesn't take them any time out. It takes them about an hour to transfer the files, and then they print them overnight with all the other stuff that they're printing, and they go out on the truck with the rest of the newspapers in the morning. This does two things.
Oh, they sell them in Milan.
They sell them in Milan.
Even though it's Russian paper.
Even though it's Russian.
Okay, that's where I got confused.
There's a big Russian community.
Okay.
So what happened, it used to be that they flew the newspapers in, right? The newspaper distributor would fly them in, but now he doesn't have to fly them in. He prints them and distributes them. Lower cost for everybody, more margin for everybody, and they get the same day news, the Russian community in Milan.
Because that's what I was like, that's why I asked you how long it took, because I'm like,
nope, they do it overnight, life is good.
Amazing.
Isn't it good? And we've got them, so what they've done is they've taken the expertise that they've developed doing that, and they're actually doing now city, church, and even soccer club based newspapers that get inserted into the offset printed newspapers.
Oh.
Right, so there's a whole...
like a supplement.
Whole growing supplement option for people who have these presses. So these are all sort of fun, and we've talked before about our direct mail newspaper, our Zeb Gazette. So the interesting thing about this is that now there are...
Actually, you talked about that from Drupa, so maybe you wanted to just mention it again.
So this is a direct mail newspaper. personalized to everybody who receives it, part of a loyalty, you're a member of a loyalty club, and then you get your newspaper with your name, your model of the year, stud of the year, and there are 9 points of personalization on here, including where the ad placement is and what kind of clothes we're showing you on the inside. Every one of them is different to every individual who gets it. And it was a great story 2 years ago when we told it for the first time. It's a great story today, but it was just the beginning for a customer of ours who does it. Because what they've done now, around this way, is they've taken it even a step farther. And so this is Kazoo. And Kazoo...
Hello, Kazoo.
Kazoo is now a travel personalized newspaper.
Oh, amazing.
For the travel industry. So it has a little insert that explains about what the Kazoo paper is for you, but then it personalizes it based on your family. So in this case, they know that there are kids, and they know how old they are, so they tell them, you know, Julian, you go to page 8 for your personal content, and Celine, you go to page 9 for your personal content.
No way.
Yeah, and Ruben, you go to page 6 for your personal content. They know the family because they have a travel profile with the travel agencies.
And they've opted in for this.
And they've opted in for this, and so now they're going to get information about the things they've already done that they've enjoyed, but also things they might want to do based on what the Kazoo guys know about them.
Amazing.
And they give them little guides, so they're color coded. They know what to read where, and they do things like they can find the horoscopes and for the birthdays, and basically make it a personal experience. And you get this every time you travel.
Amazing.
Right? So the story of using newspapers is something we never thought about for direct mail, right? We used to think that newspaper was too crummy, but now what we're finding is customers who figured out how to leverage printing on inkjet to create really interesting personalized newspapers and beyond news for our personal lifestyle choices. So it's just some of the amazing stuff. We used to say that we had trouble printing on glossy stock. So I don't know if you can get the sheen on this one. Yeah. This is actually printed on the Utopia glossy stock, and it's printed with no lamination, no post-coating, nothing. It's just printed, so now I can make it almost feel like a magazine.
Wow.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Right? And this was done as a test.
It does feel like a magazine.
It feels like magazine pages, right? So it's really...
No, it really does.
I know. Isn't it really cool?
Yeah.
Right? And so that opens up options for our customers who do things like this. This is a catalog that's printed on inkjet in France. So it's for furniture, and they can do the same thing. Right?
Well,
this is printed on a French
newsprint.
paper.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is printed on a French paper. So they want to do this on this paper now.
Right. Amazing.
Right? So I think those are some of the amazing things you can do.
Thank you, Pat McGrew. It's always a pleasure seeing you. We love you so much.
Happy to be here.